Hello there! I bet you were all wondering what I've been up to since the last time I disappeared. Well, I have big plans for you, much bigger than this flam of a shim-sham. The world won't be the same once I'm through with you. Oh, boo to you. Oh, I'm going to cause an earthquake that will destroy all of California. Boo. I'm going to steal a nuclear warhead and hold the whole world hostage. I'm going to irradiate all the gold in the Federal Reserve. I'm going to build an underwater city. I will win a poker tournament.
Wait a second. These are all sounding kind of familiar.
So they are. I'll build the greatest theme park the world has ever known. Spare no expense.
Did somebody say Mike Pence?
You're funny. My talented time travel will create a Cretaceous cash cow, a prehistoric prodigy. Millions of morons will flock to see it.
That's the plot to Jurassic Park.
Aha! That's where I have you. I'm building the park for the dinosaurs. All right then. How about this? I go back in time and meet my mother and almost become my own father, but that's okay because I am a cool guitar-playing teenager.
That's Back to the Future.
Well, I'll go into the future then, and I'll create a space force as big as the moon, full of lasers that can destroy entire planets.
Come on, get to the melodrama.
Oh, the melodrama. That's peanuts. Besides, I wouldn't want anything to draw focus from moi. Oh, all right. I certainly wouldn't want all the fools out there to watch this episode for free on YouTube channel for 24 hours. And I definitely wouldn't want them to go to vimeo.com/on-demand/2020 melodrama to watch the whole series for the price of a regular ticket. And whatever you do, do not support your local theater by going to the Santa Fe Playhouse.org and making a donation. I can't stand when people do these things. Oh, what you should do is sign your children up for my online band program. Uniforms are available from my factory at a reasonable price, and they can rent their instruments from me. But we won't rehearse, we'll use the think method.
I think you stink. Plus, that's the plot from The Music Man.
Well, joke's on you. Because I just wrote that entire play now. Endless royalties all for me. See you after the show, suckers.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of the Fiesta de Santa Fe. As old as dirt and it's made of dirt and it's still made of dirt today. Our heroes are a ragtag group of misfits, that's for sure, who all signed up that fateful day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. But little did our locals know the future had been bought by a top-hatted villain with a nasty grin and a cruel Caucasian plot. A cruel Caucasian plot. They knew they had to team up to defeat this plan most vile with the troubadour, the true guide to a millionaire and his wife, an artist guy, the professor, and an old man here in Santa Fe style. Ahimentos Bolognae, Domotia Sophiae, e la bella comfort time.
Why do I always have to carry the heavy things?
And why do I always get blamed for ruining the chamber pot?
You know why.
That rug really pulled the room together.
Never mind your interior decorating. We have to return every single item you stole. Even the smallest, most insignificant thing can pack a lot of punch.
Where have I heard that before?
Governor Peralta, welcome.
I have arrived. And now to relax in my most comfortable. By what devilry hath my chair absconded? Who is responsible for this mischief most foul? Friar Ordonez, you religious reprobate!
Governor Peralta, whose backside is as flabby and malformed as his municipal planning.
You dare! Why, when I first came here, there was nothing but an evidence room and a few portales. I built Las Casas Reales. I built the plaza. I built a defensive trench.
Hey, how come the Spaniards are never speaking Spanish?
You know the budget for this whole thing was like $10, right?
I founded La Via Real de la Santa Fe de San Francisco de Asís. I and no other. Now, I demand, without anger, replace my chair.
You want your chair? You can find it with the rest of your brethren in the hog pen.
Ew.
Just give him his chair back, you idiot!
Shut up!
I command you to go back to your lavishly appointed ecclesiastical quarters on Canyon Road, or face a cape tearing the likes of which you have never seen. I am the governor here, not some imposter prelate.
I'll excommunicate you and anybody else who dares stand in my way.
You've already tried that once. You'll rescind your orders as soon as your spine yields, you falsely pious blackguard.
Only I may cast into irons and punish as seems fitting to me any person who is not obedient to the commandments of the church.
You dogmatic dog! I have broken no commandments!
Yes, you have, because I say so.
So, you and your old man just completely finished?
Completely. He's such an idiot.
Oh boy, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. It's always about him, him, him. It's never about me.
Well, let's make it about you.
Tell me more about me.
Well, I like how you seem to be impressed with my muscles.
This man has committed murder within the house of God, to the penal colony with Don Peralta, the godless miscreant.
Penal colony.
Actually, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Seize him! Nobody stands in the way of my evil plans, nobody stands in the way of God's evil plans.
Don't you think it might have been a good idea to mention that your doofus of a husband has been inserting himself into history willy-nilly?
Inserting? Willy-nilly?
Friar Ordonez was always a suspicious figure. The man showed up with questionable documents and claimed he was in charge. Now, it makes sense. Thanks to him, almost all of New Mexico's political power was consolidated into the church.
So you're against churches now?
Banish me if you will. But mark my words, from this day forth as the founder of Santa Fe, every road in this town will twist insensibly. Everyone who grows up here will always confuse north for northeast and south for southwest. And the most confusing road of them all will be named after me, Don Pedro de Peralta.
Wow, that explains so much.
So, now that you're on the market...
Salvador,
Focus.
I am focused, okay? And I happen to be going somewhere really important with this. So if you just let me finish. I'm free on Saturday, if you wanted to, return all this old crap, is what I was gonna say. Giorgio?
Yes? No, I'll take it. I've got it. I've got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do you at least remember where you found it?
Yes, I remember exactly where I found it. It was someplace called the Santa Fe Trail.
Guard these papers with your life, Saint La Llorona.
Wait a minute. Is that Armijo? Do we like him, or?
what are the chances? Okay, remember, this is 1841. This isn't the same Armijo that we met before. Or later. This Armijo doesn't even know what that Armijo knew. Okay, let's just play it cool. Head straight back to the hotel. Do not screw anything up.
Hey, looking good, Governor!
Oh, ha, ha. Do I know you, senor?
Not yet, you don't. How have you been, old friend?
Oh, not so well. There's many problems to deal with when you're el jefe politico.
I wouldn't worry about that much anymore. This'll all belong to America soon enough.
Who?
What? Do you want me to lie to the poor sap? Listen, hombre, sometimes life just doesn't go in the direction you're expecting. And I'm sorry that the only thing you'll be remembered for is surrendering to the Americans.
The Americans?
Please, sir, forgive our friend. He hasn't been right since he was kicked in the head by an ass.
Surrender. Maybe that is the answer. I'm supposed to be on my way to
too come carry. But all I really want to do is sell millions of acres of New Mexico land at dirt cheap prices.
No, you don't have to.
No. You know what? He's the only one making any sense. Nobody cares what I do for the city. If Texans want New Mexico, they can have it.
Don't give up yet. There are so many people that believe in you.
You're sweet. But no. This wise man has made me realize there's more to life than being gobernador. I've appointed myself and quit before. I will quit again. Belan, here I come.
You idiot! Do you realize what you've done?
I've given an unfortunate soul a new lease on life? That poor man. You remember how confused he was back in 1846? Maybe now he can look back on his decision to surrender with a little dignity.
You know, that is really honorable.
That hasn't happened yet. That's in 4 years. You meddling moron!
Okay, so the Mexican-American War
hasn't happened yet.
So the Texans he was gonna go meet
are trying to take over New Mexico.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
What fresh hell is this?
I want to go home.
Howdy, y'all! Are we in Texas? Yes, indeedy. Right here is Texas 2. You go a couple hundred miles that way, it's Texas 3. And if you go the other way, you'll find Texas 5.
Where's the original Texas?
Up in the sky, ruled by God. We call it the mighty kingdom of holy Texas.
Amen. Texas is like the opposite of heaven.
Oh no, we call the flaming kingdom of hell Florida.
Actually, that makes sense.
Why is my tattoo a gun?
Oh, we have lots of guns in Texas. We don't just arm the teachers, we arm the kids, the parents, even the class pet. Even our guns have their own guns. Texas is Spanish for gun. Did you know, back in 1841, when we successfully invaded New Mexico, we had so many guns, we took over. And when the US of A threatened to stop us, well, our brave leader, Sam Houston, came in and took over all of America. And now it's called the United Texas of Texas.
It was never called America.
Texas is Spanish for America.
So, what's south of here?
Spicy Texas.
What about north?
That's icy Texas.
Do you actually like it here?
Well, did you ever meet a Texan that didn't like Texas? Except for those liberals we just incarcerated.
Does my tattoo say I heart Texas?
It actually says, I Texas shape Texas. Why is mine so big?
Everything's bigger in Texas, hon.
No, I actually checked. It's not entirely true.
What about entertainment?
Oh, we have a state fair. We call it Arrest and Bliss. Now, Ted Nugent is headlining along with Lady Antebellum. Now, you over there, you can ride shotgun with my prize-winning hog.
Okay, but I've got a policy about never meeting the husbands.
No, actually, we're going.
No, you can't go. Nobody can leave Texas. Everything is Texas. Everyone is Texas.
We need to find the police station.
We don't have police, honey. We don't have police. We don't need it. We haven't had since our last sheriff took over, the Reverend Sheriff Beezus.
So you've created a system that keeps everyone safe with trained professionals to help with minor disputes.
Honestly, hon, I didn't understand most of those words. We have a total military state.
Well, do you at least remember where the old police station was?
Oh, sure, I can show you. I mean, we can't have a military dictatorship without a military dictator, can you? Come on, I can show you. Let's go.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but I think these folks are in more trouble than a barrel of green stucco during a review by the Historic Board.
And now, I will lead the congregation in the Pledge of the Pieces.
Oh, we're on. What did you think? Aren't I cool? I practically won that debate. Oh, be sure you come back next week for my big climax. And by that I mean the finale. And now for my biggest, most mischievous plan of all. I have decided to become a sensitive folk singer-songwriter. You may remember this one. The snow, it's covered the mountains. The spring, it's cut through the frost. The water, it's ran through the desert. That's where I knew I would never be lost. I said, oh, I got a cure for the blues. And I want you to know, New Mexico, I will always love you. New Mexico, you always be true. New Mexico, the sky's always blue.